Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. Look at that, we got a green light. Well, let me show you what I'm up to. A couple of different things. First of all, I tried to beat this down. I ended up using PB Blaster on it. This thing is that stuff is supposed to remove almost anything, and you guys could see I had that in there, and I was wailing on it pretty good. And I'm not thinking it moved much, if it moved at all. So I upgraded my hammer size from the little peener there to I don't know, what's that, a 16 ouncer. And what I might have to do is up my block size so that it covers more of the piston. I might have to go to a hardwood instead of pine. I might have to get a little bit longer, and I might have to get a bigger hammer to get this out of here. So that's the XR80 project. The XR100, not this one, but I'm on a bit of a treasure hunt, and I guess that'll be the title of this video. You see that thing right there? As near as I could tell, that is an XR100 gas tank, which makes me feel pretty good. And then I reclaimed my engine room, and let me show you what I found in there. I had to fire off a plume of toxic chemicals to get rid of those wasps. I must say, this bug spray is really, really good, but I'm not thinking you want to be anywhere near it. When all you have to do is get near the bees and they fall out of the sky dead, I'm thinking that just ain't good for you, right? How much of that do you want to inhale? So for you new subscribers, this is the engine shed, the engine room. The bees are probably back. Oh, there's one right there. The nest was over there, and I hit him with a toxic plume of this stuff, and it seems to have shut them down. I mean, there was like, you can see them on the floor over there. There was like a bunch of them chasing my ass around. A lot of them are in the grass. Anyway, this is my engine room. You can see a couple of big old Briggs there, and then starts the Honda. A lot of Honda 200S's. There's a 110 over there. A Honda with a torque converter. Right, a lot of Honda. There's a Honda 70 complete engine. That's the rear end out of a 250 SX. It's the rear end out of a tractor. I think a John Deere. Another couple of 200X or 185s. There's a China engine, a 110. It's got a stripped out tranny. I don't know, 185 or 200, and a couple more. But looky what we found here. .99 cc's. So it looks like I found the engine that goes to the that XR100. It feels good, right? Nothing appears stripped. The kickstarter's on the other side there. So right, this all looks good. So I think I'm in pretty good shape. But the way this deal went down is he had the engine, the frame, and I think he had the tires there. So I think I got the engine, the frame, and the tires. I think I was after him to bring me the exhaust system, and I don't know if he did that. I got a spot where I keep exhaust systems hanging and I should probably take a look. So I'm thinking I have the well, actually I'm not sure if I have the exhaust or not. I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out if I can put that 100 back to life. The XR80 has a certain amount of value. The XR100, if it's running and it looks pretty good, I mean those are like $800 to $1,000 bikes. Not that I'm ever going to sell it, but so far I obviously have the frame, I have the engine. Just take a quick look in here, make sure I got nothing else floating around. Calvin recommended that I bag one of these seats for the for my Easy Go with the Honda engine on it. That was actually a good idea. Watch this, I'm gonna end up with another plume of bees chasing me all over. That's the Kawasaki. Wow, it's cool in here. I should set this up as a shop. I'm not seeing seats or anything. So, you guys seeing anything I need in here? Doesn't look good. I hear all these bees buzzing around, making me paranoid, making me twitchy. Alright, it's not in here. So to put a bike together, obviously you need a frame and an engine, and I got those. The engine has the cables on it, which are pretty good. I might have to come up with a twist grip. The seat, for some reason I'm thinking I have that, and I think I have part of the tires and wheels. The reason why I'm saying I have part, never a good sign. I found looks like the front and back tires down in the lower garage, and they're missing some of the center stuff. You know, the axle, brake, hub, sprocket. So I don't know. I might not be putting that thing together. I guess the other thing I could do is compare the tires on that guy. They're smaller, or maybe I should put that XR100 motor. I should see if it'll fit on the little 80, right? That'll get the 80 running much more real time, and save me some time. Another wheel and tire. It's just interesting that these parts are all over the place, right? The tank's there, no cap on it. And when I bought these things, I'm not absolute. I think I got an ungodly deal on the bike. I think I paid like $50 for it, and I remember thinking, you know, score, I got the engine for $50, and the guy was like, no, take the whole bike, the tires, the wheels, the whole bit. And I kind of grabbed the rest of it, not, you know, then when I had the pile of stuff, I said, oh, wait a minute, and I'm trying to remember. I think it was like, hey, you know, I kind of need the exhaust and other stuff. Oh yeah, we'll bring it tomorrow, and then they never did. Because I think I bought it on a Friday, got it home, and then after looking at all the stuff, it was kind of like, or I didn't get it home. I got all the stuff on the truck, and then I went back to him and said, by the way, I'm missing a few pieces. Do you have them? And he was like, oh, yeah, we have them. We'll bring them tomorrow. And I went back there, and he never did. And then I think he gave me a phone number, and I called it, and it was like, oh, yeah, we'll get back to you when we find it. It wasn't where we thought it was, and, you know, all that kind of story. And I think I called a couple of times, and it just didn't work out. I'm just going through it. It's been several years. So, yeah. Anyway, welcome to my world, folks. I spend more time looking for stuff than I do working on stuff. Is that insanity or what? But you guys could see there is really quite a lot of places to look. And then you start with the, I wonder where I buried the seat. Right? That's an International, that's a Boland's, that one's there is a Sears SS16. I was going to do that's got a big Boland's on it, a 16 horsepower Boland's, and that Boland's is the same Boland's that is in this Cushman Easy-Go dumper. The thing underneath all that crap, you can see the seat that the gas tank is sitting on. So I got a good enough deal on that tractor where I figured, boy, I'll buy it. Even if I make use of the carburetor, I'm further ahead. But if you look at the space under the hood on that, there's quite a length. I was thinking of putting a pair of motors underneath there, like a pair of the Predator 6.5s. That would bring me up to 13. And the way I'd set it up is I'd buy one of them with an electric start, so that just turn the electric start up one of them, use that one to actually drive the tractor and all, and when I needed power, I just have a pulley situation go into the second motor so that you engage a lever, and the running motor would start the second motor, and now you would have two of them pulling in parallel. And I thought that would be cool. Another project I haven't managed to get to. Well, folks, I think this is about it. Well, I've been looking around for all that stuff. I still haven't located the seat for this. And I haven't located the gas tank for this. The gas tank for this is different. See the way that kind of has that little hump on here? The one for the 80 kind of is more flat. It doesn't go up as high. I'm a little disappointed that there doesn't appear to be cheap plastic knockoffs for these things. You know, the shame of it is a lot of these parts have gotten bloody expensive. You can take this bike and sell it for, $800 to $1,000, but if you part it out, you end up getting more money for it. So you got everybody parting their stuff out, but nobody's selling it off like cheap. It's all going for heavy freight. I don't part anything out. I think all these things, not that they're alive or they got a ghost or anything, but I feel as if a lot of this old stuff kind of has a bit of a heart to it. Once again, not that it's alive. And I really hate to take it apart, right? I just as soon keep it as whole as possible. So even if in my lifetime I don't, manage to do anything with it, it's complete, and whoever gets it after me, in 50 years from now, when I'm old and can't play with the stuff anymore, anyway, at least they get something that's complete, right? Imagine, it's bad enough I'm going to try to put that XR100 back together again, or even that XR80 there. And the parts are available, but not cheap. But 20, 30 years from now, the parts are really, really going to be much harder to lay one's hands on, between what's getting scrapped out and will never be available, and what people are putting together into whole collectible bikes, museum quality, and they're not going to part those out. I guess when I go, I'm going to leave the greatest hoard of all-terrain vehicle stuff behind. But once again, in about 50 years. So for you young guys, check in when you're about my age, and you might get yourself a heck of a deal from my kids. I don't think they're going to have enough space to store all this crap. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please, please get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now, folks.